Morning. What am I up to this morning? Well, I'm off to Leeds. To go and have a look at and obviously buy some new seats for the Audi. So yeah, I'll let you know when I get there. It's about 4 hours from where I am, here in Essex. So yeah, nice little early start. It's a beautiful day. Yeah, so I'm going to get up there and have a look at that and get back with those. Speak to you in a moment. Look at this. There's a beast of an MAN on the front of it. I like these. Massive body. Look at this machine. Wow, she's beautiful. Just like brand spanking new. Yeah, so apologies for not posting, but basically been on the course at work, so that was about 3 weeks long, and so yeah, so that kind of took up a lot of time, and I wasn't really able to video anything. But anyway, what's coming up is I went to Leeds yesterday, also not directly in Leeds, but it was in and around that area, and it was at the place where what's the name of the place? Last of the Summer Wine was filmed. Oh my word, absolutely stunning views of the Yorkshire Dales, which was really nice, and bought some seats for the Audi. So some leather seats off of a guy who also has a YouTube channel, Driver 555, Race Driver 555, Andrew's name is, and yeah, so got seats off of him, which is great, nice guy, and a steering wheel. So I'll put the back seats in because they're okay, and as is always the case, the back seats are never really worn. There's a few little repairs I want to do on the driver's seat, which I won't personally do, but there's a company in a local company that will be able to do that for me, which I'll maybe see if I can get them to, or see if I can film them doing it. But I'll get in touch with them over in the coming weeks or coming days, and yeah, get that repaired. And then she's going to have leather seats in her. Also, I'm going to have to carry on rubbing down the front wings. That's another thing I need to do, and then paint all the front wings, the bonnet. And I mean, I could paint the back bumper as well, but we'll see how I feel, see how much the paint's going to cost me as well. But yeah, anyway, like and subscribe. It's good to talk, it's good to chat, chaps, and girls as well, if there's any female subscribers. And yeah, tune in for some more videos to come. So I thought I'd just quickly jump back on again. So basically, I've got another YouTube channel, which I might share in a minute. Anyway, it's because my other thing I do is basically dog collars. I sell dog collars. Anyway, I posted on there the other day, and I watched a video, and this guy was talking about creators and creation, and how we should basically create things, become creators instead of consumers. And interesting process, an interesting kind of subject as well, and quite deep. Anyway, what I was thinking to myself just then was that I watch people, and I would like to grow on YouTube. I really would, and I'd like it to be able to pay me, basically, because at the minute I'm still don't have many subscribers, and hopefully like and subscribe, that will grow, which it will do over time. But consistency is a key factor, and of course I've had a bit of a break recently. I say a break, I'm just doing what I do normally. Anyway, so the key factor I was thinking to myself though is that you know, there's a lot of quite obviously clever people that have analysed YouTube and the algorithms and all of these sorts of things. And but to me, you know, like the key factor, or some of the key factors, is what they say in their videos and stuff, is that, you know, do you want it to be a business, and so on and so on, and if you know, to make it work it has to be, and so on and so on, and this and that and the other. And I was thinking to myself, yeah, but you still got to enjoy it, because unless you're enjoying it, you know, what's the point? You know, largely I enjoy what I do, but there's always room for improvement, and that's what I find is the key factor, is that, you know, it's just nothing's ever going to be perfect, I suppose, and there's always going to be ups and downs. But if you're enjoying what you're doing, those downs don't feel like downs. They feel like, you know, it's just something you just deal with, in my mind anyway. So yeah, it's a bit of a thought-provoking message really, I suppose, but you've got to really, I feel, to me, I want it to pay me. I want YouTube to pay me through subscribers and the content now I create, and I want to make some really good videos and even learn how to do it, because of course I'm just doing everything on my phone at the minute. I'm walking Bella as well. Where is she? There she is, Bella the dog. And yeah, obviously I'm lucky, really lucky and very grateful for the life that I lead now, and you know, and the things that I do. But like I say, you know, there's always that element of like, I want to do this or I want to do that, and you know, and it doesn't really align with what you currently do, so you have to change. So yeah, but it's I want to enjoy everything that I do, which I do, but I want to enjoy it more. I want to do more of the stuff that I do, not the stuff that I do daily so much, but the stuff that I do is like a hobby. So for instance, YouTube is a hobby, and what they're saying in the you know, like the people that have analysed the algorithms, etc., is that the YouTube piece becomes a job. But then, you know, as this age-old saying goes, if you can make your hobby pay, you'll never work a day in your life. And you know, that really reigns true to me, because you know, your hobby is, like, well, for me, riding motorbikes, fixing cars, fixing Land Rovers. You know, I'd like an old tractor, like an old lorry, loads of Harley Davidson, all sorts of cool stuff. And I know, 100% know, that I'm literally not the only person that thinks like this. It's weird when you think about it. Or when, you know, there might be, I've spoken to chaps and they've got very similar interests, and you know, you could be forgiven for thinking, oh yeah, why would anybody want to watch me change the oil on my Audi, or you know, change the wheel on my motorbike, or restore this Land Rover? There's literally millions of people, billions probably, in the world, if you could you know, get it into different languages, which you can via the power of AI, which I haven't done yet, unfortunately, out there that would be interested in what you're doing. And funnily enough, I watch people on YouTube, and I've watched them when they're, you know, fixing stuff, and it's kind of satisfying to watch, which is odd. It's not odd, but it's just, you know, it goes with the old way things are, I suppose, on YouTube. And that, just going to turn around because Bella's, here she comes. So yeah, bit of a kind of a different type of video, I guess, a different type of chat, you know. And like the other thing, which recently I was watching, where a lot of videos that have gone viral, I said on my other channel, is that when they go viral, they seem to be, or the viral videos, there's a lot of ones that are doing well, which are just a person talking, like what I'm doing now. And actually they're stood still, they're not walking along. I'm walking the dog, which is great. And so yeah, sort of raw footage, but like I say, I'm going to go a little bit deep in a minute as well. I want to make sort of slightly, I like the editing side of it. That's sort of, with the age of the iMovie, which is what I use through iPhones, obviously there's others available, it just makes things so easy. I think it's very easy to do. So yeah, but so on to the little deep thing I was just saying. So I don't know if anybody of you are kind of in, maybe not even in tune, but you know, like you've ever heard of it, but basically the universe. Yeah, so we live in a universe of, you know, which is basically space, time, frequency, all this sort of thing. And the thing that I find with YouTube, or like you can hear little messages from people, and anyway, it basically, I'm probably baffling everyone because sometimes I'm not very good at explaining things, but when you express something, i.e. I want to be good at something, like i.e. videos, I want to get better at YouTube, you're expressing it and you're sending it out to the universe, if that makes sense. So you know, and obviously when we talk, we produce the sound through our voice, and that is the frequency. And you know, you can raise your frequency by meditating, well, so I'm told, and so on and so on. I do like to try and meditate, that's another thing altogether, of course. But I guess going back to the point is that if you enjoy what you do, and you can be paid for it, and which will, you know, all of it increases the frequency, therefore you have just a happier, better time. Anyway, completely digressing and waffling on, as you know, as we do. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this little sort of chat. Stay tuned. I say stay tuned, but look out for my new videos on the Audi. So I'm going to put the leather seats in, I'm going to get the driver's side one repaired, I'm going to put a different steering wheel on there because that's going to be a lot nicer, and it's going to have the steel wheels. I'm going to put studs on the steel wheels, and then rub it down, paint the bonnet and the wings. Then it's ready for MOT then. Well, I'll have a little look underneath, make sure there's nothing else that needs doing, which it shouldn't be because it hasn't been used for very many miles. Previously to that, we've been using the Landy a lot. So yeah, and then I'm going to push on. I want to do more Landy videos as well because you know, I love Land Rovers and I love vehicles in general, but I love Landys especially. And you know, I always watch everybody else's Land Rover content, so yeah, it'd be good to get some of my own out. Anyway, have a wonderful day. It is beautiful here, and speak soon. Oh, like and subscribe as well. Thanks. See you soon.